Hey, brothers and sisters, another big one. This is you and Kolulu. Today we bring you the multi-talented. Not only that, I say the guru out of Kenya. If you want to know anything about marketing out of Kenya, this is the man. If you want to know how you can brand yourself, this is the man in all of Africa, and I will say in the whole world. And I've been looking for this brother for quite some time. I had to call my brother just to find him. But as always, before we bring him through, we bring in Nyambo Wakishamba with Bandi Kishamba. Anasema ukimwi ni ugonjwa tu, kwani what? Remember, this is the multi-talented Jambo Wakishamba anatuambia ukimwi ni ugonjwa tu. Listen to this word. This man is so talented in mukali.
Hata nyumbani sipati makao, mbona mikaka kunidharau? Lakini kwake Maulana, tukimoja hicho umesahau. Wanitazama na jicho la dharau, mbona mikaka kunidharau? Nakubali mwili wangu umejawa na ukimwi, lakini bado ninafahamu. Chakula sasa unanipa tofauti, hutaki nile na wewe. Urafiki wetu umeutenga, chuki nyingi ukapenda. Nakuita sasa unakwenda, hata hutaki hadi tulizopenda. Urafiki wetu umeutenga, chuki nyingi ukapenda. Nakuita sasa unakwenda, hata hutaki hadi tulizopenda. Ukimwi ni ugonjwa tu, nipe moyo niishi tu. Ukinidharau wewe huna utu, juu kwa Mola bado ni mtu. Ukimwi ni ugonjwa tu, nipe moyo niishi tu. Ukinidharau wewe huna utu, juu kwa Mola bado ni mtu.
Hey, we're selling tell a friend that Kululu and you are on the air, and today we have the guru of marketing out of Kenya, and that's why we are saying usidharau mtu, tuko hapa ndani, na kama there's something going on with you, see how fai kudharauliwa. That's this band is telling us wewe uko alive, na we are happy to have you, man.
Hata nyumbani mwanyonesha dharau, mbona mwenzenu mimi kunidharau? Juu vyombo vyangu sasa mwaosha kando, na tukiketi pamoja mwasonga kando. Hata wangu mama amenitenga sasa. Nakubali mwili wangu umejawa na ukimwi, lakini bado ninafahamu.
Oh my goodness, that band Kishamba ni wabaya sana. What a message that is truly needed. Before I continue, please, if you have not tuned in, if you have not told a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend that you and Kululu are live, the only Luya who has embraced the Samburu culture, made it easy, and they have made him theirs, and therefore we breathe Luya and we breathe Samburu all the way. And without delay, let me bring you the man of the hour, the guru himself. Samo Sewe is with you and Kululu. Karibu Sam to our studios. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. Never better. How are you doing? It's long time, man. Uko Mayolo kukoaje?
Mayolo tunatafuta indeed, tuko katikati mwa Texas. Wanasema the heart of Texas ama the capital of Texas, just kidogo out of Austin, baby, vile wanapenda kuita wenyewe. Mayolo kuzuri, joto nyingi. Nairobi ndio kuzuri, kutamu zaidi. Ndio unasikia huko ndio wanasema vitu ni vitatu tu, na hapa tunasema vitu ni vitatu: subscribe, share and tell a friend to tell a friend. Kululu is on the air. Otherwise, how is Nairobi?
Nairobi tuko na baridi kweli kweli huku. Leo baridi, kuna joto. Huko Texas mna joto, huku baridi inatumaliza bana.
Na walami huku nawambiaga huku kwao ndio kuna joto, wanasema hapana. Nawambia Nairobi raha mtupu, baridi, weather safi, and that's why we're here. Otherwise now, ulianzaje life yako? Where do you come from? Are you a Nairobi guy? Are you like are you from Kakamega? Are you from Busia? Are you from Tana River? Are you from Mombasa? Where are you from, my brother?
Oh, but they're funny enough, I'm the only guy who comes from a city and works in a city. My hometown actually is Kisumu City, and I was born in Nairobi City. So you see, I come from a city, and I was also born in a city. So I was born in Nairobi here, and my hometown is also Kisumu City.
So you were born here in Nairobi. So you grew your whole life here in Nairobi?
Yeah, I was born in Nairobi in Nairobi slums, a place called Kawangware, a village called Muslim in Kawangware. If you know Kawangware, there's a village which is called Muslim. That is where now I grew up. That is where I was born. And I went to school the same area, a place called Kanungaga, just like 2 kilometers from where I was born. That's where now I grew up. And at some point in my school life, I had also to relocate back home kidogo for a few years, then came back again to the city.
Wow, because it's amazing. I've never met a man so humble, so down to earth like you. And I could not tell you're from Nairobi. You know, we Nairobi boys, we are too loud for sometimes for ourselves. So when I met you the first time, when I was introduced to you, I was like, you must be one of those guys from Ocha. So I'm very impressed. How do you get this calmness, this humbleness from?
Unajua jogo wa mashambani hawezi wika mjini. Jogo wa mjini ndiye anawika tu mjini. Wajua? I think this I get it back from my family because my family, we come from a very humble background. And actually, it's a story for another day. My family tree, my grandfather was a paramount chief. Uko nyuma kidogo. So if you know the Abokas, you know the Osewes, you know that most of us, all of us are leaders wherever we are. So starting with me, my brothers, and also my sisters.
Wow.
So it's in the genes.
It's in the gene, yes, because I was like, you're humble. And then I was told what you do with my brother. And I was like, no, but I've met some of Adustaki Kuchoma, but you're one in a million. Now, let me where did you go to school? Let's big up your school. Where did you go to school? Primary in Nairobi, high school in Nairobi, or you had to shift out? As you said, you had to live for at least a year.
Actually, I started my primary school here in Nairobi. It's Gatina Primary School. Inakwanga hapo 56 watu wa Kawangware naitanga fae, and I have to go back and do my KCPE back at Sharks. Then when I finished, I came back now to Nairobi to do my now secondary school. So I did it at St. Teresa's High School in Nairobi. That is where now I finished my Form 4 at St. Teresa's. After that, of course, now I was interested in doing 1 and 2, 3 things. And funny enough, my dad thought that I would be somebody working like an electrician in life. So he took me to an electric school. However, that was not my passion. That is not what I wanted. I wish he could have known way before where my passion is, which my passion was way different with what he also wanted. Unfortunately, he did not get to see me also finish Form 4. Same with my mom. They left as well. We were still young. I was actually just sitting for my KCSE when my dad and later on my mom also passed on.
Sorry so much for your loss. And then now, after this loss, so how did you then find yourself in the industry you are in? How did you get there? Because the first picture I ever saw of you is this one. You see, I saw these pictures and I said, I knew these guys. These guys, I knew them. You just take us from here. Tell us what's happening here. Who is this?
So it's funny enough because we grew up with these guys. These guys are called Wakimbizi. If you remember, Hello, nataka kuongea na Mariko. So Mariko is the one you're seeing in the picture there. Then there's the younger brother. That is Mariko with the black. I'm the one. I used to be very small. You see the one in suit there. Swag nilianza
vizuri.
And then that's another friend of us, also an artist called Miki Mashuja, who is there. So we grew up with these guys in at Kawangware. And at some point they became big. And one thing that I can tell you for sure, these are the first guys also to get corporate deals. They were the first artists in Kenya to sign deals with Safaricom. There was a phone called Sendo. Then they also did a couple of deals with Hollywood stars. Their songs were used in movies in Hollywood. And I was lucky because we grew up together. And we spoke with Filter at some point, the younger brother, and then they brought me on board to be their manager. And that is how my journey started. Funny enough, people don't know that. I worked very closely with them as my brothers as well. And through these guys, I first got imagine from Gero, then you just get a bigger office. The first job we did with them, I was given, I became a marketing manager for a farm. I will not mention the company's name. And I was also managing them to help them promote the product of that particular farm. And through that is now where my interest grew. And I want to thank More and Henry. Henry is a Filter for actually believing in me. And we finished that contract. And through that, my interest grew. And that is how now I found myself now entering the events industry and say marketing.
Now, I know you're saying this and you're making it seems very easy, very soft. You just, it's like a walk in the park. And you just said, I talked to the brother and the brother squeezed me. How was this? How do you get? Now, let's just go. How do you get, if I am a aspiring manager, maybe I'm a boy in Dagoretti Corner, in Ololo, in somewhere, and I'm an aspiring manager and I just want to get my first client. How do I approach that? How was your approach? What's your selling pitch to the brother to even have confidence to introduce you to this celeb?
I think one of these things is talent. And I'll say for sure, because I've dealt with a couple of other Kenyan artists, and it is not easy dealing with an artist who already feels like they're a star, and you are coming in to also take share of what they are also earning. It is not easy, but we have seen, and you also know that artists who have the best management are the ones who flourish. And again, I'll go back and say that they saw the potential that I had. They believed in me, and we did a couple of things together. We closed a couple of deals together with them, and I thank God for them. And wherever they are, I thank God that through them, God also blessed me.
Good. Viewers, if you're just joining in, you are live. This is you and Kololo. That's where we say, Mambo ni matatu, subscribe, hit the like button, tell a friend to tell a friend that Mungu ni mkubwa. The Luya was embraced, the Samburus Ndane is live, and we are with the Guru himself, Amoseve. Samoseve is telling us, good work pays. So Sam, now from here, what next did you do? What was the next adventure you went to? Because I have seen you even with wale wabaya watu wa vipindi. I remember I've seen your picture with you. Oh my goodness. Now
this is way back. This is way back. That's Mzee Ojwang. May God rest his soul in peace. Right. And of course, Papa also, you can see there. I think one thing that I learned is when I was doing that is you have to set yourself aside and apart. And one of the things, because you know my nickname is also the brand. So at that point, at that moment that I started dealing this, I said that I want to become a brand. And what is a brand? So that is how I was able to step aside from the crowd. And so whenever place I go, people notice that I'm a different brand. I'm not the usual brand that the people normally see. Because what makes a brand? You see, a brand is different. A brand leaves heritage. A brand gathers a lot of things along the way as it grows. You know, for a brand to be where it is, it has matured in time. So I said that I want to be a different brand. And that is the brand that I've been building. And that's why you hear me anytime people calling me also the brand, because that is the brand that I've been building. And even corporates have noticed. And that is how you rule the game. If you are not a brand, you cannot rule the game. You have to be a brand that people believe in you. So if you are that brand that people believe in you, that's how you're going to make it in this.
No, hold on. And now you see, you're teaching me and Danny, because so look at me as Kululu. I have a YouTube channel. People follow me so much in America. If you look at my numbers, 90% of people watch what I do in America. In Kenya, I get like maybe 5%. So somebody like me, what could I do to become a brand in Kenya to attract my brothers and sisters? And if they know how much I love them, they would go on TikTok, follow me. They would go on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, and here on Facebook, they will be all over me because I really need them. So what do I do? Where do I start in order for me to become like you, that brand, my friend?
First and foremost, I'll ask with asking you a very hard question. When people look at you, what do they see? When the one looks at you, what do they see? You yourself, Kululu, what is your mission? Where do you want to be? What is your game plan? What is your vision? As in, what do you want to achieve at the end of the day? If you can answer the simple questions that I've asked you, then you will become a brand, because you will know that this brand, this is where I want to build it, and this is where I want to ifike. And just for your information, let me just give an example of Kodak. Unajua kuna time Kodak ndio ilikuwa kusema
Correct, yeah.
You remember Kodak?
Yeah,
but
I know Kodak.
You remember story of Kodak? Change will come, and there's a guy even inside the huko Kodak alikuwa anawaambia, now we need to start making digital whatever. They refused doing that. The guy left, went to Sony, akauzia Sony the same idea ya kuwa na digital photo size. What speaks? So najua digital world imetake over.
Imetake over, tukiambia mtu Kodak ajui Kodak ni nini.
Ajui kile Kodak tunaongea about. The same thing with Nokia. Do you know that in life, at a given time, simu ya Nokia ilikuanga kwa kila household kwa hii Kenya yetu. If I don't even go kwa majusi jui, simu ya Nokia, each and every household ilikuanga na simu ya Nokia. But what happened? Change ilikuja, walikataa kuchange then. So even you, what is your game plan? Are you also keeping abreast with what is happening around you? Because hiyo ndio nakwanga shida. Unaona sisi COVID ilikuja as events guys, and ilituhit vibaya sana. One thing I can tell you is we embrace change, and we started doing what we call hybrid events. Hybrid event, yes, tuliumia kwa sababu there are people used to fly kutoka Mayolo kama nyinyi kukuja Kenya kufanya events. Nowadays we do events, kwa huko tu Texas, sisi tuko Kenya, tuna beam tu live, tunafanya tu production and on whatever is happening, even discussion. So we do virtual events nowadays.
Okay,
so you also have to embrace technology.
So you're telling me maybe my issue, that's why I've not been embraced with my own, is because maybe my product is not what they are looking for. So I need to first of all find myself, what do I want? Where do I want to go? And what type of brand I need to be? Is that what you're telling me, sir?
What I'm trying to tell you is first, you know your demographics well. And then you indulge into what do they like. Una get you even have to go as far as where do they even hang out, what do they like doing. Una get saizi tuko na Gen Z Gen Alpha, because Gen Z imeisha. So Gen Alpha. So most of us, whenever we are doing beef stick for clans, we normally go as deep as understanding this particular client, or particular, sometimes client might want to launch a product and they believe that this product is for the youth. Kumbe hiyo product ni ya wazee. I don't know whether you know that. Inaenda up kuwa ni wazee ndo wanaipatake kuliko wao mayouth, kwa sababu they've not gone as far as doing dipstick and understanding what exactly do the youth want.
Oh, so you're telling me I need to know my niche. I need to know my target market and know them very well, so that when I say ni ya wazee, I'm a youth, ni I'm a youth.
Exactly. And then on top of that, because I'm seeing you are building, you already are a big brand, and I appreciate that you've even called me for this interview. I also respect you. So what is your history? Where have you come from? What is your heritage? What have you gathered along the way? What is your vision? Where do you want to go to? What is your mission? How do you want to get there? What are the values? What are the rules of the game? So the rules of the game. And then what your personality, because your personality also sells you a lot. And if I say that, because you've told me I'm also humble, that humbleness has also given me opportunity to dine with kings and queens, because they are seeing that you are humble. And then when people look at you, the world, when they look at you, what do they see?
I see. Woo, 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 woo. You have me now. You are making me think. Okay, I'll go back to the drawing board and I'll make sure I know my market and what do the world see. Because for me, they see a Luya who is embraced the Samburu culture all the way. Okay, I'll work on myself. And now let's just go. Now, just tell me, what does it take to be in your industry, and just educate me. I'm all listening this time. Sina maswali, ni wewe tu tunasikiza leo Buddha. The guru is in the house. All you can do, subscribe, hit the like button, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are live.
And again, I'll say thank you for having me. So, you know, I'm a Christian, and sometimes I like speaking Christianese, if you allow me. So there's an animal in the Bible that our Creator identifies himself with. I don't know if you can make a guess.
The lion or the lamb?
Exactly. Thank you so much. The lion. So the lion symbolizes strength. It symbolizes courage. It symbolizes leadership. When it roars, it is considered that voice is voice of God. So, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
So as a brand, I like that character, the lion character, and that is why you hear most of the time you'll hear the Lion of Judah is also mentioned a lot in the Bible, especially in the book of Revelation. The lion is the king of animal kingdom. The lion has the spirit of leadership. A leader has a purpose that makes him or her different from his followers. And when I talk about the lion, I'm saying that the lion is not the tallest animal in the jungle, right? Is it the largest animal in the jungle?
No, it's not.
Is it the heaviest animal in the jungle?
No, my elephant, I think.
And is it the smartest animal in the jungle?
No, it's not.
Yeah, but one thing, when it shows up, when a lion shows up, all the other animals run away.
Correct.
Sindio, ni kweli?
Ni kweli.
But you know why? Do you know why?
I don't know.
Because a lion has a purpose. A lion has a purpose, and even in our industry, you also need to have a purpose. In whatever thing that you need to have a purpose. As in, what is your purpose? And that is why I'm telling you that I started by building a brand, and that brand is what I'm calling also the brand. That brand, it is non-individual. And for your information, I've seen you also posting some photos there. I did a musical awards because I just wanted to bring back the glamour and respect into the musical world in Kenya. And it was not easy, but I did it, and it shook the industry. It shook the industry, and the people appreciated it. So what am I trying to say in a few words is leadership transforms cowardness into violent warriors. Unajua unaweza kuwa na watu waoga. There's a saying that goes like, an army of sheep led by a lion will always defeat an army of lions led by a sheep.
Ooh.
Hmm?
You need it. Can you please come
Unatafakari hayo?
again and repeat?
So the right kind of leadership will transform timid into bold people. So even in the industry, if you have the right mojo, the right vision, you have the tools also to move you to where you are. You will reach to where you want to go, and it doesn't matter. You will build that brand. You see the way Texas people have embraced you, even back home. People I know, I've seen you at Churchill Live being interviewed, and people are really making noise. They really loved you there.
Thank you.
So what I was trying to say is a leader can walk in a camp that has depressed people, and in 30 minutes, those depressed people who are not believing that they can do anything. And then you see that photo there, that is size 8, way back. That is 2012.
Wow.
Before that is 2012. So what was I trying to say is you can walk into a place that there is depressed people. They believe they do not have hope. But once you walk there, you radiate energy into them, and all of a sudden, these people now have hope, and they believe that things can happen. It is what it is, that is what exactly.
Now, let me come back to you and ask you a question, sir. Sir, now you're talking about your deal with the young musicians. You're into the event, and a lot of young musicians are telling me, Kululu, start playing our music every Friday. And in fact, this Friday I'll start hosting them. I'm playing here, and they're all saying they have struggles to be played. They have struggled to be heard. Now, if you are getting a new musician, let me say I'm a new musician right now, they are listening to you because you're new and Kololo, and they say some, they contact you and they say some suni say Devlen tatoko, ni say Devlen tamanage, ni say Devlen eneza tengeneza brand. Where do they need to start, and what are some of the challenges when they come to you they end up facing, and they end up being basically a stumbling block to their own selves to make it?
Thank you so much for that question, and I think it's something that I've really struggled with. Most of the time, you see, God has placed us in a situation where we go into those boardrooms na sisi tunaendanga kutetea wasanii. Unfortunately, there are times that unaweza taja msanii fulani usikie client ameflip anasema no, I cannot work with that. Again, it goes back to what brand are you building? You see, and these corporate guys is sometimes they are specific on the brands that they want. You as a brand, kama sasa kulikuwa na hiyo story ya Kenya na Tanzania. Who has gained? I will also give a very good example of Bahati akifanya ile kolabo yake na alikuwa anaitwaje msanii wetu Mjaluo, Prince Indah. And I was in a forum that people were really cursing Prince Indah that whatever he is doing is not on any. But let me tell you one thing, out of that collabo right now, Prince Indah can perform anywhere. Because Prince Indah, yes, is a big artist. But through that collabo ilisaidia Prince Indah, as in Bahati alisaidia Prince Indah kumfungulia milango zingine ambaye zikuwa watu wako wanaona na yeye pia labda ako anaona. Una get? So what am I trying to say in so many words is you need to build that brand and ikuwe niche, ujue mi demographic yangu ni hawa, because most of the time right now tuseme Safaricom wanataka kulaunch product ya youth. Who will they ask me to bring them? For example, Lebu, make a guess.
Who Bahati, Willy Paul?
Wacha tuache watu hapa chini. Tuachie watu hapo chini waweze kujibu. Watu waweze kujibu. And if I want that, there are two brands that are so big in Kenya that I respect. One of them is Churchill. The other one is Jeff Koinange. These are brands that are family brands that zinaweza perform kwa event ya youth, inaweza perform kwa event ya watoto, inaweza kwa event ya watu wazima. I don't know whether that is the brand you are building, because ikifika place that you are like that brand, that kama ni event ya watoi, tick. Event ya watu wazima, tick. Event ya wazee, tick. Event, unaget? So I don't know what is your demographic.
Yes,
I don't know.
You just said it. That's what I'm trying to get. My dream is one day to be like the gentleman you mentioned. So I'm working very, very hard. I'm working on my language. I'm working on my speech. I'm working on my presentation here. And Danny, when you see me here, hey, if people who know me, they tell you that man has been brushed. It's true. I'm working hard to be what I am. So you're very right. Continue, sir.
So I'll take you back again to the lion. I like the lion story. You know, a lion has a purpose and it has an attitude as well. And when I talk about attitude, a lion will see an elephant. See, elephant, you know, the biggest in the jungle. Like,
yes.
You know, when it sees a lion coming to eat, what attitude does it have? Any lunch in a car.
My goodness.
You get me? You get me? So as much as yes, things might be looking tough and you're in a situation that you feel like, no, man, this industry, man, sijui nini nini, we can't make it. Bro, kwa muziki kuna do. I have been in places like in Kampala, where I was talking to my brother Epas. I don't know whether you know Epas. Epas was telling me he does not need sijui kwenda kufanya show kwa stadium. Hajali na story ya kuitwa sijui interview na nini. Akifanya launch, ana launch online, anauza music zake wapi online. Na akona following and is a songwriter.
Wow.
Do you know songwriting is so huge, but people don't even know. Even here in Kenya, people don't embrace songwriters. Because msanii unakuta yeye ndio songwriter, yeye ndio producer, yeye ndio manager, ama akienda sana akona manager lakini ni best yake, wamelelewa naye. So huo manager hizi mwambia anything. Yeye bado ndio anaendanga kutafuta show. Yeye bado ndio anaitisha do kutoka kwa client. Yes. So it is what it is. So you need to have a purpose. And you need to know that this product that I'm building, it is not about you. Angalia, let's talk about the artists that have succeeded. From my brother Sauti Sol, kuna management. So hii ni job. Hii ni job, as in job. Hata unajua wanalipwanga how much. Na wakiitisha unajua, hiyo dosi ati ni Biana na kula ama inaenda kwa account. Account ya nini? Ya kampuni. Same thing with Diamond. And same thing with also these other artists. Unaona Burna Boy anakosananga mpaka na mama yake. Mama yake si ndio manager. And she's tough. She's a tough lady. And also Burna Boy is very blessed and is also very talented. But through that professionalism, ndio imeweza kuwafikisha mahali wamefika. So kitu ya kwanza lazima uwe disciplined. Umesign na label, you've been given target, you need to, for example, produce hizi ngoma na nini, wewe umepatiwa do, you do not want to do that, you want to get shortcuts, and then what quality of product are you even channeling out? Because right now, muziki si lazima, kama kitambo unajua hii wakati nilikuwa na manage wa Kimbizi, ilikuwa ngoma yako lazima ichezwe kwa radio ndio kwe.
Yes.
Exactly. Saizi sio lazima. Actually, watu wa radio ndio watakutafuta. Because there are so many other avenues that you can push your music. You can push your content. There are so many avenues. And what you need is just to build that brand and have that following.
Sorry to cut you, sir. But you know, when you're talking, I'm just my mind is just going, I can't believe this. So you're telling me some of these artists that are telling me Kuludu tusaidie tuchezwe is just because they have not decided to chase their own music. So if they decided to play their own music, to give their music to certain, the radios would come to them?
Of course. I'm telling you, I listen to good vibes and I listen to good music. And good music, if you have good content, it doesn't matter. It will be played even in Mexico, itachezwa hata kama ni huko South Africa, itachezwa. It doesn't matter. Then kuna kitu ingine watu wanasahau, and I will not dwell into it kidogo because naweza pigwa mawe sana. Normally in the world, there's what we call sound of the moment. And that sound of the moment is what sells. Right now, Afrobeat is the sound of a moment. Now, unajua what Afrobeat? It has taken over Europe, yeah? It has taken over Europe, and it is being played in clubs. It is being played everywhere. And Africa, we are taking over. And we need to take advantage of this. Tuache tu kujifungia hapa na nini. It is our time right now. That is the sound of the moment right now. And we just need to channel good quality music. Your song is going to be played. And it's going to pay you.
Oh, so umewajanjua. If they are listening, if I was a musician, remember you're talking to the guru, you're talking to the man who's in the industry, you're talking to the man who sits where people have events and they're looking who to bring in them, and he has given you a gift from on high. He's telling you, remember the sound of the moment. Now, Mr. Sam, before I let you go, I know you are busy, man. Let me ask you, what do you have advice for the youth? Me as a youth, what can I do? How can I find my purpose? Talk to the youth of Kenya. They are listening to you, sir.
First of all, I want to talk about having purpose. And I think we've discussed about the lion. Yes. The lion has a different purpose, and it is what makes it different from all the other animals. When other animals look at the lion, they are afraid of of him. There are two things. There is fear, and then there is respect. People need to respect you. They do not need to fear you. When you use the word fear, it's different from respect, right? So unajua mimi wananiogopa. Even leadership, kuna watu wanaogopwa na kuna watu wanarespectiwa. So as a youth, you need to be respected in whatever thing that you are doing. I told you, when a lion sees an elephant, and a lion sees that this is a snake. So when you see problems, when you see these are the challenges that I am having, what comes to your mind? Do you find solutions for that? Ama wewe tu unaanza tu kurant, You see, even during COVID, people used to rant, hey, COVID. But as we were thinking of, yes, it has happened. So what are the other opportunities? Because this is the situation that we are in right now as event organizers. So what are other opportunities that we can also, because sometimes God here will present unique opportunities for you to flourish and shine. Ama pia kuchallenge mind. Na kuchallenge mind. The good thing right now is we have globalization. What do I mean by we are digitized, and you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot from online, a lot, and you can also learn from even your peers. You see, so you need to have a purpose, and I think the best thing I could say is you just need to believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, like a lion. The Lion of Judah, it believes. I love that brand lion. And when nikikuuliza what brand are you? Unajua kuna watu wako brand Mercedes prestigious, expensive. Unaget. Kuna brand zingine as need to make noise kufanya advertisement. For example, ushaiona advert ya gani wafanyangi advert Bugatti. Ushaona advert ya Bugatti?
Bado.
Lakini si Bugatti kitoka mpya kuna wale watu tu wanajua na
Kweli
wanaweza afford. Na wanaweza afford. So I don't know where you also place yourself, because kama wewe ni Bugatti, you don't not need to make a lot of noise about yourself, because already your demographic know, and they will come for every content ambayo umetoa ambayo wana need ku consume. Una get? Unaonanga their phones like say for example Apple wakitoa simu mpya, si kuna wale wase order online. Ndio. By the time inatoka si already we have like sijui watu wangapi washabuy. And it's not a different thing with also the talent that we have at kama artist ama musician ama nini, because people will want to consume your content so long as that content inapea value, ina make sense kwao. Una get? Good. Bottom line is believe in yourself. Hakuna mtu mwingine atakwambia wewe ni mnoma nini ati ndio uanze kunini. No, just believe in yourself. Yeah. Like a lion.
Yes. President Ruto told us, just do it. Unaogopa nini? Sasa twende kazi. So now,
at least I'd rather work with somebody who does and fails. Unaona, umefanya ukafail. Ndio kalan kuliko ule anakaa yeye anangojea. Wacha kwanza nitoe ile kali sana. Una get? Fanya tukisonga. Utalan.
Kwa hivyo listen. Kwa hivyo unaniambia sizaliwi nikiwa pro, the more nafanya, the more na refine my character na the more nakuja. So when I'm thinking I'm failing, ndio niko kwa the right path. Are you trying to tell me that?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Things change.
Kwa hivyo mimi niendelee tu, nisiogope. I continue giving product, I continue hanging there, I continue inviting people. Wale wanakataa kukuja wakatae, na wale wanakuja kama wewe tunawaambia thank you very much for believing in us, na tunaendelea bila kishindo na bila kuogopa.
Kwa mshindo nipige tarumbeta. Endelea.
Kabisa. So let me kabla nikuache sir, with all due respect, I'll let you have the last bite of the cherry. These are your last words. What do you want to tell us, sir?
I think we've discussed a lot.
Yes.
And I will leave you just with one question. Whoever is watching, and because normally if I rub shoulders with you, I deposit something positive in your life. And my question would be, I will leave you with a question. And my question would be, what brand are you? And what brand are you building? It's either you are a brand already or you are not. And if you are not, what brand are you? And what are you building? And if you know what brand you are and what you are building, you just need to have a purpose and the right attitude. And if you have the right attitude, nothing is going to be hard for you. I've given you an example of a lion. The lion always has the right attitude. Even in very difficult and situations ambayo zinaonekana hapa siwezi toboa. Have the right attitude and you shall make it in life.
Hey guys, you have heard, we need to have the right attitude. Today we were talking with Sam Osewe. Sam Osewe is the guru event marketing out of Nairobi. If you ever wanted to do an event in Africa, if you ever wanted to invite an African musician to your event, you should not look further. You just call Sam Osewe. His information is scrolling down here. His Facebook is there, his Twitter account is there, his Instagram is there. Contact him, he'll tell you what's up, and he'll be able to give you advice. If you have an event, you want it to be successful, I have taken you to the right man to talk to. And as always, we'll leave you na ametuambia right now what's the sound that is popping. That's why this young man anaitwa Onyi has given us this one. So I'll leave you with this one till next time. Be happy, and as always say, bila wewe kwani mimi ni nani?
Come and see your way with baby girl. Basi niwe na nani, niwe na nani, basi niwe na nani, niwe na nani, basi niwe na nani.
We had the guru himself in the studio. Ametupeleka na mtandao natuambia this is the beat and that's why we are beating it. Anasema kama sio wewe uwe na nani, nakwambia uwe na Kulolo is for you and Kalala.
You're coming home. Baby, girl, my world will crash without you. You know that the world will stop without you. You're wondering why I fell in love with you. You, cause you're divine and you're my dime. See you get away. Yeah.
Reke kwere kairetu gaka kendo kimwe we muthaka utuko weta chata yakwa nowe tu hete goro yakwa. Come see your way with baby girl. Basi niwe na nani. Come see your way with baby girl. Basi niwe na nani, niwe na nani, basi niwe na nani.
As always, Kali Sana is on him. Kali Sana, they don't play him, but Kululu does. And that's why we're saying this Friday, starting this Friday, we'll be bringing you musicians who nobody's playing up and and those ones who are playing and they want Kululu to play them, they'll be coming here. And that's why this coming Friday, we'll be bringing one all the way from Sweden. If you don't know her, we'll be introducing you to her. We're not talking about any other one, but the Lioness all the way from Sweden will be here. And this is how the show will go this Friday. Don't miss it.
Naweza tu dai ukidai unidai, drive you crazy atakasi na ndai, nitakulipia madeni ndo wache kudai, nikikuta twende.
I say till next week, I'll see you. Remember, tune me on Friday when we bring Naitwa Lioness Africa will be in our studios here. Otherwise, I say bye-bye. It was a pleasure to having you. Otherwise, Mambo ni Matatu. Subscribe, hit the like button, tell a friend to tell a friend. It was you and Kululu, the Luya who has embraced the Samburu and made it is, and they love him and he loves them. Kwani what we want Kenya. Tuko pamoja. Otherwise, see you next week. Cheers.